Fala aí pessoal, beleza? Estamos aqui com mais um vídeo. Vamos lá então. Falar com os outros personagens aqui. Antes de falar com a Sabão em pó lá. Tem alguma coisa aqui? Acho que não tem nada não. Se tem alguma coisa pra comprar. O fragmento tá infinito já, né? Tem vida pra comprar, bomba, algumas coisinhas, né?
I look forward to your next visit, friend.
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Aqui acho que vai ter coisa pra entregar aqui, ó. Tá, aquilo ali é... Tem aqui um negócio.
Hey, look, I found a new blueprint. Awesome, cutie. It's very detailed. Now I can make more trinkets for you.
Vamos andar pra melhorar aqui. Precisa de bastante coisa. Mais 3.
Thank you.
Deus, faz cavalo.
I don't understand why my parents were so fascinated by the mine. They went there more times than they ever attended my performances. I'm not at all interested in dirty places. You might say that my parents' obsession led to my hatred for such things. I wished so many times that there'd be another explosion in the mine, just so they could return to me.
You should have told them how you really felt back then.
How could I? If I did, I wouldn't be the good girl everyone thought I was anymore. I thought that Publius's love could fill the void of my loneliness, but... Let's not talk about this anymore. What do you think about Bion? Do you think he'd make a good boyfriend? What do you think?
I found another one of Eulalia's belongings. Would you like to see?
Wait, is this a song she wrote? In praise of the cultist? I can't stand it. She was out of her mind. But the modulation here is done beautifully. And this melody here, someone must have taught her. The last section is interesting. She was trying to thank Ethras. I can read her feelings. She was full of gratitude and sorrow. It's disgusting.
Marisa?
The melody itself isn't bad, but she used too many embellishments to highlight her voice and ignored the harmony between the instruments. If it was me, I could do better. I could change it slightly.
Are you sure?
Oh, it's still her song. I'm just fixing it. By the gods. Am I getting too carried away?
I don't see a problem with it. It's just your way of remembering her.
I don't want to remember her, but the song itself isn't bad. If you want to listen to the song again, I can play it any time, but we better keep it between us.
Marisa.
Hilda, you're heading...
Caralho.
My so near...
Tem mais coisa aqui, velho.
About your parents.
So you'll look for them? That's great! I'll reward you handsomely.
That's not what I wanted to talk about. I was going to say...
What? So you won't do it? Oh, by the three!
Let me finish. I wanted to say that I found some notes in a shawl that
Esse
seemed to
knife tá
belong to your
caindo.
parents. But it looks like they headed deeper into the mine. These are the only leads I have for now.
That's it. I want them to come home. Quick, go to the mine, find them, and bring them back. I know you can do it.
No, I'm just a soldier.
I'll give you anything. Name your price.
Dear friend, money alone will not convince this young warrior.
That's preposterous. Everyone is motivated by money. It's just a matter of price.
Hilda, I too think that you should find Tanrius. Marissa's parents are dedicated and kind. They're willing to sacrifice everything to better this city. Although this isn't part of our deal, it would be good for Marisa, and for your sanity, if you can find them. Otherwise, my good friend here will be hounding you day and night. When she sets her mind to something, not even I can dissuade her.
Did you hear that? Even Minerva says so. Please find them, Hilda. I know you're the only one who can do it.
Fine. Just please stop crying.
As for these documents, I'll hold on to them for the time being. Please, take this as a token of my thanks.
Eu gosto. A recompensa desse jogo é muito estranha, velho. Tá cheio de coisa aqui, tá ligado? Mano. Não tem condição de ficar vendo isso direto. Aqui tem as músicas. Mano, tem coisa pra caramba isso aqui. Deus.
What do you need? Mind your manners. This is the iris that you wanted. It really is an extremely dangerous and powerful weapon.
I won't turn it on any living thing. Does that allay your worries? Here, the echo we agreed on.
By the way, I encountered a strange person. Or was it a ghost? I've never seen anyone that weird. He said he was called Eumenides.
What? Why would he appear before you? What did the two of you talk about?
According to him, my continued cooperation with you will endanger my father. Why would he say that?
Whatever he told you, it's an exaggeration. I know that man.
Looks like you both know each other very well.
I don't wish to discuss him.
But I don't know anything about you, or this place.
You... No, never mind. I'm the one who is acting out of line.
I'll assume that's an apology?
Don't push your luck, Hilda.
Alright. Something else. I met a fellow member of the Northwind Legion there.
Oh? Only one?
The Legion was carrying out a mission nearby 2 weeks ago. An unexpected incident caused him to be separated from his comrades.
That's interesting. Humanities will definitely not be able to tolerate such a mistake. Your friend should be careful.
Is that so? Actually, I was thinking, may I request that you allow my friend to stay in the shelter should the need arise? There won't be any changes to my cooperation with you, if that's what you're worried about.
I'll agree if he accepts to being monitored, and he must not leave the shelter until our cooperation ends.
By the winds, that does sound reasonable.
But he has to agree to come. Things have really progressed. Hilda, come and see me when you have a moment. I have something to tell you.
Tem mais coisa pra falar.
You killed the Smiths? What a foolish thing to do! Without their expertise, we might not be able to pass down the skills relevant to Starrite. That would be a great loss for Aphis. In addition, the majority of them came from Laurel Craft. There was a chance of them being helpful to the mistress. I didn't expect you to attack those innocent people. What can I do for you?
Acho que esse aqui, né? Não sei se aqui.
Well, this is the 17th expedition into the Stellar Mine. It's been 6 months since the last one. This time we're going deeper to research a way to repair the Nexus.
Minerva won't understand it if you write it down in the ancient script.
I can write another one for her after we leave here. It's a rare chance we have to enter the deeps and study the ancient creatures that sleep here, along with the others. We have to be cautious.
You mean the other scholars?
Yes.
But I still have a bad feeling about this.
What is it?
Just a gut feeling. You know the scholars are smart, but very slow to act. I'm afraid they can't handle what's at stake.
My instincts tell me that we have to seize this opportunity. This research is crucial, and I believe Marisa will forgive us for coming back late.
Are you sure you should keep this from Minerva? The adherents have helped us a lot.
That's why we have to go it alone this time. The adherents already have a lot on their plate, and the outsiders who cooperate with the Gold Olive Phantom are enough trouble. What we should do is reduce her problems and complete our research as soon as possible. That's the best way to repay her.
All right, my dear. That does make sense.
Mano, eu não sei porque que tudo tá com... Acho que aqui, né?
Sir, may I ask something?
Go ahead.
The thing Humanities wants us to collect for him, what's it for? My knowledge of magic isn't as encyclopedic as yours, but I just feel something is off. The magic channeled by these devices is far beyond anyone's imagination.
Magic has always been a double-edged sword. It can both harm or help. Do you remember that Humanities said he'd perform a ritual on the Trinity Night to remove the curse from Aethys? Our mission and his goal don't conflict, so cooperating with him is the fastest way to save the king.
I understand.
Wait, Otto.
Sir?
If you see any transparent, pure pink starlights on the way, just bring them straight to me. Do you understand?
Instead of giving them to Humanities? Oh, I understand.
Be careful.
Yes, sir.
Essas paradas eu já vi tudo, não sei por que tá com estrelinha, mano. E aqui.
Today, Archon Serena.
Eu já vi isso tudo, eu acho.
Humanities. He sounds like a really dangerous man. There's so much about him that I don't know, including what he wants to do. If he doesn't care about the survival of the Legion... That's enough. This negative thinking isn't helping anything.
Mind your manners.
Tem mais coisa aqui, deixa eu ver.
First of all, Hilda, I'd like to thank you for all your hard work.
You're thanking me?
Yes. Believe it or not, I can be appreciative. Anyway, I was looking for you so I could give you something. Please, hand me your necklace. Don't worry, I'm just going to apply a magic sigil.
Okay.
There, done.
This sigil, what does it do?
Remember your first task? You retrieved the shifting stone. It's an essential item for constructing the conduit teleportation system, and now we can finally use it.
Teleport?
Your necklace is equipped with a memory feature. You should have felt it since you arrived here in Aethys. You can use the necklace to sense the conduit in the newly completed array, and then teleport to any conduit location stored in the necklace's memory.
So teleportation really is a thing. I can hardly believe it.
And the sigil I just added. It's stored a place you haven't yet been to in the necklace's memory. So, now we can go to Laurelcraft together.
Us? Laurelcraft?
Yes, there's a new objective there. I'll explain more when we arrive. Now you can use the power of teleportation in the shelter's conduit. So, now we can go to Laurelcraft together.
Us? Laurelcraft?
Yes, there's a new objective there. I'll explain more when we arrive. Now you can use the power of teleport.
Hilda?
Já foi
Time is of the
tudo.
essence.
They're obviously surprised by your abilities. To be honest, Barad wasn't someone so easily dealt with. I'm actually intrigued by you. It seems the North Wind Legion are different than other foreign troops. They have areas they excel in.
Minerva doesn't think so. It's as if I should have killed him.
That's true, but at the same time, it's your abilities that give me pause. After all, when it comes to magic, there's a world of difference between you and the Ephesians. It's why I'm so surprised. But time has also whittled down our senses. Mine aren't as sharp now as they used to.
I actually care more about whether or not Quintus can be trusted.
Oh. And what is it that you think?
I suspect that Barad's reason for capturing Quintus had nothing to do with the shifting stone, but something else entirely.
Oh? And what proof do you have?
I just don't trust that guy. I get the feeling he tells only half-truths.
I know the relationship between Quintus and Barad was very tense. If Barad wanted to cause trouble for him, there were a lot of possibilities.
Look, this sounds pretty strange, but I get the feeling he was constantly trying to trick me into attacking Barad. I know it sounds like I'm trying to find an excuse for my mistake, but
I get it. Honestly, that's what I hate the most about Quintus. He's a cheat, and he really likes testing and using people. I'm not surprised in the slightest that you'd feel that way. You know how to deal with cheats. All you can do is observe their movements, and don't listen to a word they say.
So do you know what happened?
Quintus has long wanted to work with one of the gang's deputies to overthrow Barad. That's probably why Barad captured him. Perhaps after he encountered you, he suddenly changed his plan and decided to use you instead. Now, even Decimus is dead. And I think I have a pretty good guess as to which of his right-hand men is most likely to become the new leader.
Oh, then I just made things worse, didn't I?
There's no need for you to feel responsible for it. Even if you hadn't killed him today, things would have played out similarly sooner or later.
He still used me, that much is true.
Yes, it's probably best if you reflect on that a bit. At least you've learned something though, right? Just don't act so impulsively next time, child. I serve Lady Minerva.
Bion, I found this.
Is this a dog tag?
Do you recognize it?
I do. I once served as a centurion, you know. I promoted many great soldiers. They were all my brothers. This one was originally a mercenary of the Black Streets, until the army found itself in need of more men.
You allowed mercenaries to join?
It was the Archon's decision. I didn't like it, and as it turns out, they did bring down the overall standard. Some did rise through the ranks to become Aristoi guards, but most were like Uriah, barbarians with no sense or manners. They were good warriors, but they lacked intelligence and were prone to picking fights.
They don't sound like good brothers.
Uriah may not have been my favorite, but I do remember every single soldier who ever served under me. If you find more dog tags, please bring them to me.
No problem. I found a tag in Arges Bazar. Do you recognize it?
Off a soldier. I've led many men, you know. I was a centurion before becoming an Aristoi guard. I had 100 soldiers under my command.
Do you remember this one?
Oh, Aporio. He was very short and had a nose so big that he couldn't wear a helmet. He always liked to repeat what I said. He wasn't very good with a sword, but very serious. A gentle kid, sometimes too gentle.
It looks like he fought for the Aristoi Quarter on the front line at Arges Bazar.
It really wasn't the best position for him. He wanted to join the adherents in the shelter with me, but he was reluctant to disobey orders, so he came to me seeking advice. I told him he should stick with the Legion if he couldn't make up his mind.
Do you think he regretted the decision?
Regret? No. A soldier must be decisive. If he made a decision, he shouldn't regret it. I feel sorry about what happened to Aporio, but if he felt regret, I'd feel more disappointed than sorry. It would be far worse than just joining the adherents in the first place.
Cheio de coisa aqui, pelo menos tá me dando recompensa.
I found this. Can you take a look at it?
A dog tag. Let me see. Hippos. He used to be in my squad. He was extremely ordinary. Normal looks, normal personality. He was also ordinary when it came to fighting. He's the kind of guy who gets forgotten by the Decurion during roll call. But he was a veteran of many battles, so he was highly experienced, or at least just lucky enough to have survived. In the end, he reached the position of Decurion, although his fellow soldiers mostly rose to even higher ranks. Perhaps that was as far as he could go. The last time I saw him, he was married and hoping to be promoted to a higher rank to earn more money. Looking at this now, it would seem he failed. May he rest in peace. If he kept his head down, things probably would have gone better for him.
My father once said that seeking something one doesn't deserve usually ends in catastrophe. But I don't think anyone has the right to stop other people from trying to go further.
Wise words from both of you. There's really no right answer about what he should have done.
Uau, é infinito, hein?
I think you should have this.
Is this Aeson? He was a most driven soldier, the youngest centurion ever, and guardian of the Fallon Academy. His ambitions exceeded most men's imagination, but you have his dog tag now. Such a mess. How reckless. How foolish. But I'm an even bigger fool. I never expected you to return with his tag. You've certainly proved yourself.
Sorry, but I had no choice.
It's all right. Your mission takes priority. Aeson did his duty and died with honor. I'm proud of him.
Acabou, né?
The glory. Friend, you must be feeling very tired after your triumphant return from the Academy. I have some supplements that can help you regain your energy. What do you think?
What kind of supplements?
This is a Stardust Vitality drink that was brewed over 100 years ago. Oh, wait, friend. Don't go. How can this humble servant be of service, friend? I look...
Okay, just like Minerva said. Whoa. This is feeling weird.
Bem aqui.
All right, wow. So that's what teleportation feels like. The conduit is activating again.
Are you all right? How do you feel?
Yeah, smooth. No explosions.
Ah.
Why so surprised? Was I supposed to explode?
No. That's good.
So, where are we now?
The conduit outside Laurel Craft. You may have passed by here before, but you seem to have a lot of questions. Let's deal with them first.
What kind of place is this?
It's where we process and develop starite. After the stones have been cut, they're sent here and made into goods. Laurel Craft makes everything, from the starite you use to the conduit cores that can be seen all over the city.
Is this the only Laurelcraft workshop?
No, there are many workshops to meet the needs of the city, but this is the biggest one.
Who manages such an important place?
Humanities and I are in charge. I think you probably already know that we're married.
Oh, well, I don't.
It's fine. I can tell you're curious about our relationship.
Yes.
I married Humanities soon after I came of age. He owned the mine, and my family processed starite. Our marriage contributed to the development of the starite industry, and Laurel Craft drove the city's economy.
Sounds like you did a great job. How did it end up like this?
We can talk about that later. It's a long story.
What are we doing here?
The workshop was abandoned after the Smiths and most of the starite were taken by Marble, leaving many blueprints and instruments abandoned. I really need a polarized light reader for analysis. If I can find one, I can verify my hypothesis about humanity's plan, which will help us move forward.
I see.
Well, let's get to it. Hold out your hands.
What does this key open?
The Laurel Craft Vault. There's a secret vault in the cellar that can only be opened with this key. You'll find a polarized light reader on the table inside. Bring it back to me.
Isn't this key too precious to give to me?
I think it's the right choice. I trust you.
It's an unusual shape.
It's made of pure starite, so it's very difficult to duplicate. Most Aristoi use this kind of lock to protect their important belongings. The key is a symbol of the workshop owner. It's no mere luck that you now have it in your possession.
What do you mean?
I'm speaking literally. Let's get back to the matter at hand. The workshop was closed down by the soldiers, and the door is now locked. You can get in from the second floor of the building next to it. Come back once you have the polarized light reader. I'll wait out here for you.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Depois dessa falação toda aí, me deram um item ali pra abrir a porta. Lembro mais ou menos desse lugar aqui.
That's the way to the Bazar. Let's concentrate on the workshop mission first.
Got it.
That's the way to the Bazar. Let's concentrate on the workshop mission first.
Got it.
Ele não vai deixar. Um baú aqui. Deixa eu ver se não tem nada. Nossa. Isso aqui. Chapa de Bronze. Um negócio aqui. Te falar que tem que olhar ali mesmo. Agora onde eu vou parar aqui?
Minerva didn't tell me that. I'll get to her later.
Tá. Eu não sei se... Ó, isso aí não é pra ter pego. Não é pra ter pego, não. Nem com essas habilidades, não. Tá. Deixa eu ver se ela vai reclamar com... Não é.
I heard a strange noise. Yeah, thanks. But I would have appreciated a heads up about the colossi in there.
That isn't how it's supposed to be. The colossi shouldn't act without orders.
Strange. Could someone have known we were coming?
É a fase do colosso, mano. Tem colosso aqui, né? Tem eco aqui, meu Deus.
Here, give me a moment to talk to the Colossus.
What are you doing?
I'm changing the ownership of it, making me its sole master. Just a precaution. Done. Now, where were we?
My kingdom and Bari and my king. The king heard the goblins had retrieved rare starlight artifacts from Aphis, so he summoned them to the palace, but...
That's quite enough exposition. Please, just get to the point.
The king was cursed by the magic of the starlight, just like what happened to the people in your city.
All because of the goblin's slavery, which I have no sympathy for. But the curse of stars in Aphis was a terrible accident. To some extent, your king was a victim.
So...
I'm glad to help you, noble warrior. The starlight necklace I gave you can protect you from being cursed by magic. Of course, there are starlights with other attributes that can relieve the king's suffering. But if I want to eradicate this curse so that no one will have to worry about it ever again, I must ask for your help now.
Can't you let me take the stardust to the king to ease his pain first?
That's not the concern right now. We're running out of time. The Trinity is coming. If we miss it, we'll have to wait another millennium for the ritual. If the curse of stars is lifted, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yes, but...
If it fails, the curse won't only affect Aphis, but every nation in the world. Can't you see? It's the only logical course of action.
I know, you're right. I'll help you resolve the crisis as soon as possible. What do you need?
Great. Now, I need more materials like this.
So even Ambari could end up in trouble. It sounds even worse than I thought. Does Eumenides really want to save it all? I could tell Papa didn't entirely trust him, though. Me neither.
E... Bom, a gente vai dar uma pausa aqui, gente. Até o próximo vídeo. Fui!